This is James Holder for IFL TV. I'm in Frederick's restaurant today for the press conference of Billy Joe Saunders fighting for his EBU title. We've now got Frank on. How are we doing, Frank?
I'm good. How are you, James?
I'm very well indeed, sir.
Good
very well indeed. A bit anticlimactic today with some mishaps with Chris Eubank not being here and stuff.
Yeah, he's not here, unfortunately. I wish he had been here because it'd been good for him to be at a press conference. But the most important thing is that Bill was here, and it's Bill's fight that really does count because Bill's obviously fighting in a virtual final eliminator for the WBO middleweight title. So that's the main thing. That fight's on, and obviously we can get young Chris at a press conference in the next couple of weeks or so.
How important is it that Billy Joe Saunders does a job on Glenmother and wins this EBU title, Frank?
Well, if he wins it, he'll get into the #1 slot, and that's really where I want him to be. It's a tough fight. The guy's 22-0, Bill's 19-0. So as they say, the old cliche, somebody's O's got to go. We've got 2 undefeated fighters in there. Anything can happen. But if Bill comes through this, and I'm hoping and convinced that he will, then the fight against Quinlan would be a big fight, and it's a tough fight for him. But I think it's a fight that he's capable of winning. I think that Quinlan is a big puncher, but Bill can box a bit, and I think that's where Quinlan may suffer.
Building up now to the main event, Derek Chisora v Tyson Fury, heavyweight division showdown. Final eliminator to face the Klitschko as well. It's fantastic for British boxing, isn't it? It
is. British boxing is on a high. We had for boxing's point of view, there was a great event at the weekend at Wembley, and hopefully everybody can benefit from that in the game, and that shows that the public, are up for big events. It shows that they want to see, British boxers succeed. So, I'm really pleased about that. That's great for the game.
How's ticket sales going for the final for your arena? Are we anticipating a big crowd?
Well, to be honest with you, we've done quite a few, probably about up to half now, but we sort of took our foot off the pedal because obviously all the interest was involved around the FROCH and GROVES fight. But now that's out of the way, we can now get our toe down. That's why we got the press conference today, while we're announcing the undercard, and we can start promoting it, and I'm quite sure we'll have a sellout on the night.
How confident are you? Obviously I'm going to refer to Derek Chisora as your man still on this, even though Tyson Fury is fighting on the Box Nation, but how confident are you that Derek Chisora will be victorious on the 26th?
It's a tough fight. It's not an easy job for him by any stretch of the imagination. It'll be a tough fight for Derek, but Derek's a changed man. He's changed his whole outlook, not just as a fighter. I mean, he's cleaned himself up as a fighter in as much that he's more disciplined with his food and what he's eating and his training. He's obviously more mature now as a person, which is good, and he's more focused. And plus, he's had a lot of experience. I mean, even though he's lost a few fights, and a couple of them were debatable decisions.
The Hellenius one, for instance.
Yeah, debatable decision. But the fact of life is, they're great experience. He's fought better quality opposition than Tyson has. So I think that'll stand him in good stead, and it will be a competitive and a tough fight.
It'll be fascinating to look at the first one, to the shape both guys was in, to what they both come in now. It's like they're both ultra competitive, taking their job very seriously nowadays, aren't they?
Well, they have. I mean, Derek was terrible the way he came in last time, but Tyson did what he had to do, and you can't take that away from him. And Tyson Fury's also matured a lot since that first encounter, and he's a different fighter. He's shown that if he's on the floor, he'll get up, and he's capable of knocking you over. He's a big puncher, and as I say, on the night, it's going to be a hard fight to predict the winner.
What did you think of the Wembley Bill? I must ask you about this, Frank. FROCH and George Groves. Did you happen to watch the fight?
I did watch the fight. I thought it was a really good event. I thought the fight was obviously it wasn't as intense as the previous one. It was more cagey and more cautious, and I think that it was a fantastic punch that FROCH pulled out the bag. But it was the fans loved it, and that's what they turned out for.
Indeed. Well, Frank Warren, sir, thank you for giving a bit of your time today. We look forward to catching you at the press conference real soon.
Lovely, top man.
Thank you, sir.
Cheers.